gonna be one of those mornings. Morning light shining in. I've gotten quite a bit done in this past. I'm looking forward to finishing up these final edits for the beta readers. It's been kind of a marathon of a week. So I'm really looking forward to sending this first part off tomorrow and going from there, breaking the rest of it up, getting it sent out, and letting them read it finally. It's still early. I've been up for a while. I am getting ready to send the first chapters to my beta readers. It's Saturday morning, September 20th, which is the day I said I was going to send it, so that's exciting. I divided the book into 3 sets of chapters for this round of betas. So I have week 1 ready to go. I'm uploading it to Google Drive now, and then they're going to be able to read through, leave reactionary comments if they want to, but they're going to get a feedback form at the end of the reading, and then they'll just be guided through some questions, some multiple choice things. Yeah, and I'll see what they think. This is really exciting. Then they get, once they fill out the feedback form, they'll get week 2's reading, and once they fill out that feedback form, they'll get week 3, and that's the finale of the book. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited for other people to read this. I read the first draft almost 5 years ago in November of 2020, and I have been the only one who's known this story up until very recently when my editor had it. So there's only been one other pair of eyes on this book, only one other person who has known this part of Kara's story, and so it's really exciting to be able to send it to some more people. See if they love the new characters as much as I do, see if they understand Kara's journey and enjoy the story. So, here we go. Alright, I was able to get stuff for the beta readers done in there. I finished the feedback form for week 2. I prepped the feedback form for week 3, which is the final week, and it's longer because it has questions about the last set of chapters and the book as a whole. So I finished that, and then I got the week 2 chapters prepped and ready for each beta reader. So that's ready to go, and all I have left prep-wise is to upload the last set of chapters and then make sure that the headings and the formatting are there so they can just go right to like chapter 99 and pick up where they left off for stuff. I feel good about having stuff done, getting ready to switch my treatment plan, and I don't know how I'm going to be feeling after I do that. It's nice to have things done in advance and just ready for them to just get an email. That was fun. I got to be at the event. I talked to Karis McIntyre. I get to talk to her for a bit, and then I went and saw my friend Savannah J. Goins, and I talked to her for the last bit of the event, and it was a good time. It was a good time. I'm glad that I came out today to do this. I've not been feeling well today. This past week's been a little rougher on the health front, which is good that I had this break, right, of not needing to be doing anything for the book. I'm gonna head home. I'm listening to Ash and Light. My phone's reading it to me, so I'm listening to that on the drive home. I did that on the way here. I cannot explain to you how wonderful it is to put my book on and have my it playing on the car speakers, and how soothed I felt just hearing that first chapter read aloud. I love these characters, I love this world, and I love this book, and I'm really proud of the writing that I've done for Ash and Light, and I'm getting a little teary because it's been such a struggle physically. There have been times where I've had some kind of scary symptoms where, my brain blanks out and I can't think the way that I should be able to, where I'm losing words and can't think of them. And, there's been some stuff with repetition and things. And some of that stuff is still in the book. Like, I can see some of that, but it's good. It's good. And when I go through and do the line copy edits, it's going to be amazing. So I'm really excited for what the betas are reading right now, because I am now reading the first 55 chapters that they are currently finishing up this weekend. So it's exciting. It makes me happy, and I'm really glad that I get to do this. All right, so it is Saturday evening, about 6 p.m. I'm going through and prepping week 3, the final week's chapters, just getting their Google Docs ready. And I sent out reminder emails this afternoon and just was like, oh, hey, make sure, you get your feedback in tonight. And if you need more time, please just let me know. If you need to stop reading for whatever reason, let me know. If everything's good, keep on keeping on. Thank you so much. Yay. I send those out and I get replies from about half of them. And 2 of them were like, hey, just making sure you got my feedback. I already submitted my form. And I was like, oh no. So apparently I had not set the feedback form to get email notifications, and I thought it was set up correctly, and it was not. So I don't know how long ago 3 of them finished their feedback, but I sent them emails real quick and I was like, hey, I'm so sorry, I didn't have that on, and now I know, and hopefully it's fixed for the next one. It is, I made sure. But yeah, that was just my gotta stay humble as an author, friends. You gotta stay humble. So I fixed that, sent them their chapters for part 2, which is super exciting. I'm not gonna start reading the feedback because I'm still missing about half. I have I think 6 people reading this time, so I'm waiting for the others, and one of them may be late. 2 of them are going to try to finish it tonight and may need a little time tomorrow, which is totally fine. That's one of the reasons that I liked having Saturday night be the deadline. That way, if I choose to, I can read some on Sunday. And if people are a little bit behind, that still gives me time on Monday, which is one of the days that I am able to sit and work on things a little bit more easily. So I have Sundays and Mondays, or just Mondays, to sit down and really focus on the feedback. So it's all good, but the feedback's coming in, which is really exciting. And now I'm prepping the week 3 chapters, which is the only thing I had left to do. And thankfully this time the headers are formatted properly. I just have to go in and make page breaks for each chapter, which is taking me very little time. So I'm very pleased with that. And then I'll link the feedback form for the final week, and I may go ahead and prep all of those emails for each person, and then just as soon as they're ready, I can send that out, because my treatment plan is shifting tomorrow morning, and I don't know how it's going to make me feel. I'm going slowly into it, so it shouldn't be too different, I hope, but we will find out. So whatever I can do to make this easy on me and efficient and quick for them, I'm going to try to do. So that means doing a little stuff right now. Okay, hair is once again wild. It's late. This is going to be what it is. I just started reading the beta feedback for week 1, and I'm not feeling very well. First of all, I did start my new treatment plan, transitioned out of the first part into the harder part, and I am feeling it. It's been 2 days of it, and I am just feeling it. So I was I don't know that reading feedback at this moment in time is going to be the best thing, right? Actually trying to make sure I'm in a space where I feel ready to receive feedback, and I've not quite been in that space But I also want to read some of this and like at least let my brain start to process, so that this week, as things get busier after today for me this week, it can kind of be simmering in the back of my head, even though I'm not going to actively adjust anything yet. I'm still waiting for one betas. I've got all but one, so I'm waiting for that one. But I started reading, and one of the questions that I ask at the beginning is, what's working for you? What do you like about this book so far? And they're like unanimously are loving the characters, which makes me want to cry. That is one of the things I feel like is my strength with this series, is the characters. It's a very character-driven book. It's very relationally driven. The whole trilogy is. And I love these characters so, so much. And so for all of them to be like, I am loving these characters. I'm loving their relationships. I'm loving this like found family aspect we're getting to see. And another thing that's brought up more than once is Kara's journey, her emotional journey, and the emotional resonance of the book. It just feels really good. I needed that tonight. And I'm debating, I might stop here, because after this I start asking things like, what are you thinking about this? Like, what's not working for you? Like, what are you struggling with? What questions do you have? What's confusing? Because those things are good to know too, right? Like, it's important. But I don't know if I want to read that tonight. So we'll see. I might just go for it. This has been good, reading just this initial, like the initial reactions and then the what's working has been really encouraging. So I'm grateful. And I'm excited to see what else they think too. Okay, so I read through all of it. It's like 11 p.m., a little after. The hair's gotten crazier. I did some other things. I kind of came back to the beta reader feedback and read through all of it that I haven't read through any in-document comments yet, but I read through the summary of everyone's thoughts so far of the questions I asked them. The great thing is knowing some of the demographics and things like that help me process that feedback in a way that makes sense. The things that they're loving are the things that I want them to be loving. The things that feel intense are the things that I want to feel intense. The things that are resonating emotionally are resonating the way I want them to, and that is really, really exciting. So there's some actionable feedback in there, but not an overwhelming amount, which is exactly what I was hoping for. Some things I can work on, for part one, but I won't do too much, because as they finish the book, then I'll be able to look at it as a whole as well. So there's some things I could work on now if I wanted to. I probably won't have time this week before I get part two back from them, because I have an event on Saturday, the new treatment plan stuff and just life things throughout the week. So we'll see if I get to any of it, but I have a few good pointers that were like affirmations of things that I had been wondering and thinking about already, so kind of an encouragement there to go ahead and make those changes. But otherwise, like, it's hitting the right way, and I am very excited about that. So yay. The deadline for my beta readers was yesterday. Today is Monday the 13th of October. Hit the 3-week mark, and 5 out of 6 beta readers submitted their feedback, either early or right on time. My health stuff, the treatment plan, has been fairly rough on my body, which I expected, but it's different when you're in it, upping dosages and trying to get things transitioned into the full treatment. And I've had like some side effects and symptoms and things that have been adjusting. So I haven't done as much as what I had planned to. Originally, the plan was every week I would be coming behind them. So they finished week 1. I read the week 1 feedback. I was waiting for one person's, but I read everyone else's. That time I had to kind of pause reading through feedback and implementing. And that worked out because I didn't get everyone's week 2 feedback on time, and that's okay. I knew there was this possibility, and I was doing, this is a big ask. I gave my betas 3 weeks to read a book that's 168,000 words. It's a little over. I want to say the first week had like 50,000 words. The second week I think had more, and then the third week I think had the least amount of words. Yeah, which is a big ask. It was a big ask. And so I am so grateful for everything that everyone did, on time or not, and it worked out in the end because my health was in a space where it's been nice to sit back and rest. I have 5 out of 6 total feedback forms. I have some in-doc comments to read for week 1, 2, and 3, and I think I'm going to try to start on that this weekend if I feel up to it. I think it'll be a good time to sit down and start doing some of that, hopefully. And I'm really excited to see everyone's thoughts. I'm a little nervous too. Not a lot though, just like I'm excited to read through, and I'm very aware that my body is doing a lot, is going through a lot right now. And emotionally I'm dealing with a lot right now because of all the physical. And so for me, I have to walk the line of knowing that I will be reading feedback that I may or may not agree with, that so far has been overwhelmingly positive, and also could have things that people don't like. And I need to be in a space where I can humbly receive said feedback and process it and say, okay, this goes against what I'm doing with the story, so I'm going to ignore it. Or, this person brought this up, and maybe I can sprinkle a little something in or trim a little something off to make it a little bit more palatable for people like this person. I have to be in the right space for that, right? And so I'm being very gentle with myself, and we will see what I get done. But that is hopefully the plan. Did sneak a peek in the first question that I asked at the end. Basically like, all right, let me have it. What'd you think of this ending? And it was, yeah, all in the like, you did a good job kind of vein. And so I am pleased with that. It'll be good to start going through all that. I was thinking about trying to do that tonight, and then I was also thinking about doing some other things, trying to do some like admin stuff and just things that need to get done that have deadlines. And I think I do need to do that before I settle in to read my feedback and like start editing again. So that may be like my Thursday, Friday task. Weekend, maybe when I cozy up and start reading feedback for real and processing it and making my notes. But we'll see. I can make all the plans I want, and sometimes there are delays, but I trust that the delay is going to work out and the timing will be right. So I will get to the feedback in the right timing, and I will implement the feedback in the right timing, and I will get this book out in the right time. That's all. Good night. I will see you at the end of the week.